broadcast of downtown Dallas, one of the league's grand settings, AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the New York Jets and the Dallas Cowboys. The regular season ends here. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. Long road to get here, but now we are here. The season finale. Playoffs begin next Saturday, so it's time for one last regular season kickoff.
In Week 18, it could just be so tricky, can't it, Mike? I mean, on one side, you got teams that have the playoffs wrapped up. So Week 18, it's a chance potentially to rest some starters or maybe get them out of the game early and get geared up for next week and the start of the playoffs. You got some teams that are fighting for their lives. They need to win Week 18 or else their season's going to end. And then on the complete opposite side, you got guys making plans for the offseason, figuring out where they're going on vacation. Week 18 is a tricky thing around the league. A lot of division games, a lot of interesting matchups. We're just wrapping up stage one of what is an unbelievable NFL season.
Taylor, the tight end, is in motion. They'll run. It's Murray. And he'll get ahead for about 3 on the first play from scrimmage. From the 22 now, here's 2nd down and 7. From the gun, Jackson. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage. They need to get to the 29 here, facing 3rd down. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there. And they force 4th down. On comes the punt team now for the Jets. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. So that Cowboy offense takes the field, ready to go to work for the first time. They're led out by the former 6th-round pick out of Syracuse. It's Kyle McCord.
Now, Mike, he's coming off a game where his touchdown-to-interception ratio wasn't exactly ideal. But at the end of the day, the only thing that matters in this league is wins and losses. He was able to escape with the win. It's all that matters when it's all said and done. Having said that, he has to play a cleaner game, not only today, but going forward if his team ever wants to get to the level that they think they can play at.
Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. They'll go play action with McCord. A very good throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. He was looking for George Pickens there. Now it's going to be 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's McCord. This is intercepted.
Well, we're getting a little test here early, Mike, to see just how easy is this team to wrap. Didn't look like they were able to get through that opening script that they had worked on all week. So I'm going to be curious on this next drive. Do they stick to the plan? Do they pick up where they left off? Or is there a little bit of a reaction, or dare I say panic, to come out and make some adjustments in response to that early interception?
No, we changed it.
Jackson out of the pistol. Short pass taken in by the tight end. They'll get him out 4 here as he is taken down. From the 42-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6.
13. Ready. And it's a lot.
Jackson now. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Zay Flowers, the intended receiver. And it's going to be third down. Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring fourth down right in the face.
Now Jackson on fourth down. That is incomplete. He couldn't get the connection on fourth. Going to give the ball over on down. The Cowboys offense and their running back, Jaden Blue, heading back out there. As we give you a look at the league's leaders in receiving touchdowns, you can see he's second best among NFL running backs at this point in the year. They'll start this on the ground with Blue. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
A play fake, and here's McCord. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there. Separated the man from the ball, and it'll bring up third down.
Third down and 7.
Quick throw on target to Pickens. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now, decision time. What are you going to do on fourth down? Now the Jets going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down is looming. They'll run the sneak, and he's going to pick up the Cowboys' first down as he pushes forward for a couple on 4th and inches.
Pretty simple here, Mike. Every team, they have this sheet up in the box. It's their own analytics telling them when to go for it, when not to go for it. And in this spot, their metrics say go for it, sneaks the call, first down.
And that'll be a pickup of 3.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 6. Here's McCord. Now a screen set up for Blue. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. Give him 13 on that screen play. And a first down.
Cowboys first down. First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
They'll run it for the first time with Javonte Williams. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. On the handoff, Blue. And that one going to be closed down in the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing it and dropping him for a loss.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
And this ball incomplete on 3rd down. Jake Ferguson was the intended target. And now it's 4th down. His kick will split the uprights. It's good. And the Cowboys are out to an early 3-0 lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
They'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. The Jets offense, and Lamar Jackson getting set to take over once more. And he enters the final weekend on top of the league in rushing yards by a quarterback. He has been dynamic all season long. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Murray. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
He was brought down by 29.
Here comes 2nd and 4.
At the 27-yard line.
A chance here for Murray. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
And he is going to have the Jets first down by about a yard as they find a way to pick it up on 3rd and 5.
For a Jets first down. 1st and 10.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why, as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the first down.
Open man downfield. That's the tight end, Taylor. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. A big play for the Jets. And even 30 yards.
First down, Jets.
How about that for your first catch of the game? I mean, to be able to attack the defense with your very first grab really sets things up nicely for the rest of the game. So defensively, they need to tighten up a little bit on the back end, because I promise you that's not going to be the last time they call his number.
This one going to be sniffed out, blown up in the backfield.
Well, the best screenplays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help him at all.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Throwing Jackson. The open man is Wilson. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough. So now a much more advantageous spot. 3rd and a yard. They'll try to sneak it here. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this 4th down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to him, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
They'll go with the sneak. And he is going to have a Jets first down. As they manage to convert, that'll keep this drive alive.
Jets first down. 2 yards on the play. First down, Jets.
It's a zone read, and Jackson's going to keep it. And some good running there. He'll fall forward for about 7.
Taken down at the 19-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Second down, they need 3. Quick throw, grabbed by Wilson. And he's in! Garrett Wilson. Touchdown, New York. A touchdown, lucky number 13 on the season.
That's just too easy. At this level, Mike, you give an NFL quarterback that much time to find a receiver that open, it's just going to be pitch and catch and result in an easy 6. So they got to tighten up their coverage. They got to do a better job accounting for all these receivers, because if they have guys running that free the rest of this game, they're going to light up the scoreboard.
Right adds the extra point. And the Jets move out to a 7-3 lead. So after one, 7-3 is our score. We're back to Arlington in a moment. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 15. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Cowboys offense and their running back, Jaden Blue, heading back out there. We show you the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns. As you can see, he's right up there among the best in the league. Look to hit him with a jet sweep here to begin this drive. And that one shut down right away. Good pressure on the backside. The defense stops him for no gain. 2nd and 11.
At the 28-yard line.
A pitch comes to Williams. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. Now, after the play, it looks like we have an injured Jet on the field. Something you do not want to see here in the final week of the season, as he will get himself checked out. Third and 11. Operating from the gun is McCoy. And that is incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns. You know, Mike, you could almost just look down in the huddle and the players are looking at the sideline like, Coach, isn't the punt team going to come out? And the coach was having none of it. He says, no, you're staying on the field. We're being aggressive all day long, and we're going to go pick up this 1st down.
Jackson now to throw on 1st down. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Hey! Hey! It's not!
On play action, here's Jackson. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him.
Well, as they face this possible 3 and out following that 2nd down sack, now if you're the quarterback, you've got to be thinking, get the ball out of my hand, find a matchup I like downfield, and try to push this ball past the sticks and keep this drive alive.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. We're going to put a man in motion to the right. 3rd and long for Jackson. And that is incomplete. Contact, but no flags. Going to be 4th down.
And barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single 1st down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
They play it short, take it at the 15-yard line. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. Just the lone field goal for them so far. Down 10-3 in this one. And they'll start 1st and 10. The drive starts with a carry by Blue. And he's going to be taken down at the 37. Now, after the play, it looks like we have an injured Jet on the field. Something you do not want to see here in the final week of the season, as he will get himself checked out. Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. A run once more with Blue. Finding room across midfield. Down the sideline to the 20. An electrifying run, bringing it all the way inside the 15-yard line.
It's a gain of 52.
A big play for the Cowboys. 52 yards.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. Again, it's Blue. Fighting for the goal line. They're going to stop him just short, but he has picked up the first down.
And you talk about a guy who's been running with a purpose here in the first half, Mike. I mean, not only hitting the holes and accelerating through them, but as the numbers telling you, he might be on his way to a big, big ball game.
Blue trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he is going to come up short.
This defense is able to get the holes here on first down, Mike, but they might have to do it 3 more times. I think if I'm this offense, I'm saying this is 4 down territory. I've got 3 more shots to gain 1 yard. Here you go.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Jaden Blue. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
The extra point try forthcoming. It's up and through. Cowboys will tie things up. It's now 10-10. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. Now, here comes a return from the 9. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The Jets offense ready to get back at it. They'll work in a tie game here in the 2nd quarter and get started with 1st and 10.
Hey, report!
Here's Jackson. That's right side and caught by Taylor. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. Can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drive.
A gain of 22 yards. First down, New York.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
They'll send Flowers in motion. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
To throw is Jackson. A throw on the move is caught. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. Big gain for the Jets there. 33 yards.
19-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now Jackson. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. Former 3rd overall pick, Quinn Williams, getting in to drop him for sack number 11 on the season.
To play in the NFL, you got to have a short-term memory, because regardless of whether the previous play was good or bad, they're going to line up and snap it again. In this case, really nice job bouncing back. They put the bad play behind them, forced the sack in the ensuing play, and they're right back on track.
And they're going to get him a second time. He goes down again. Donovan Izaraku getting to the quarterback there for his 8th sack of the year.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. This defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
They'll look to set up the screen here. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the 1st down. Nick Sirianni now going to send out the field goal unit. It'll be a 35-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Jets going to take the lead. It's now 13-10.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
They're going to be set up with a short field. What a tremendous kick return. The Cowboys offense ready to see what they can do. They'll start with a golden opportunity here to move out in front. Great field position to start out. It's 1st and 10. They'll run the toss here with Blue. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Down the sideline, inside the 25, to the 10-yard line. He is out of bounds there. That one good for 29. So not quite 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10. They're pretty close. That's to the end zone where it's incomplete. What a job in coverage, muscling that one free. It'll be 2nd down now. They run on the jet sweep, and this is not going to work out as planned. Tough spot to try to run a play like that. It is blown up behind the line.
2-yard loss.
3rd and long.
And 12.
Out of the shotgun, it's McCoy. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Dallas.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Try here for the extra point. Cowboys make the lead 4. It is 17-13.
17. Jets 13.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. A return now from the 4. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line. So now the Jets offense ready to take over once more. They have been one of the better teams in terms of throwing football this year, and the numbers bear that out, and they have come out of the gates hot in this one. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Now Jackson. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. They'll try the right side this time. Trying to bounce that outside. It went a long way for a gain of nothing.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
2 minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I back to Arlington at AT&T Stadium after this. Got to get it to the 30. Here comes 3rd down. Jackson looking to throw. He's got his man complete to Wilson. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Now after the play, it looks like we have an injured Jet on the field. Something you do not want to see here in the final week of the season, as he will get himself checked out. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Right back to Wilson. He's got it again. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. That pickup good for 29 yards.
A gain of 29 yards. And the Jets 1st down.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone you want to get.
To the pylon, he's in. Garrett Wilson. Touchdown, Jets. 2nd touchdown for him in the game. Number 14 on the year. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
Right, adds the extra point. And the Jets go up by a field goal as they lead it by 3.
17.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Short kick taken just inside the 20. And they will finally track him down, but not before he takes this to the other side of midfield. The Cowboys offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. They'll start from the plus side of midfield, looking to possibly take the lead here. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go. 19.
A give. Here comes Blue. And he'll get about 5. They'll look to pick up the pace.
7-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
This is Blue. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Call it a gain of 13. 1st down, Cowboys.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest, and while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down. Now after the play, it looks like we have an injured Jet on the field. Something you do not want to see here in the final week of the season, as he will get himself checked out. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, a give to Blue. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10.
A gain of 12 yards.
Give them a dozen yards on that one and give them first and goal.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
A run on first and goal. And nothing developed there. He'll get back to the 5, and that's all.
At the 5-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal.
McCourt to throw here on second down. Look to the end zone, and it's broken up. Incomplete. There was no space, no separation that time. And it's going to bring it to 3rd and goal.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late, and it's probably a touchdown.
Here we go, here we go.
3rd and goal. McCourt. That one taken in. Touchdown Cowboys. His second catch of the game. And both have gone for touchdowns.
That was just too easy, Mike. It's just straight man coverage. Great route by the receiver on the slant. You just can't give up an inside release deep in your own end zone. Because as you just saw, it's pitch and catch.
Decision is made. The offense will stay out there and go for 2. They'll try to pick this up with a run. And he is not going to get in. Stop on the try for 2. The lead remains right where it is. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Here comes a return from the 5. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Jets offense going to get it one final time in this first half. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4.
So, halftime straight ahead. And we send it over to Scott Hansen, who has the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen with you from the EA Studios in Orlando. This has been a heck of a game so far. Just a field goal separating these two squads. You have to imagine both sides are trying to figure out how to clean things up and put some touchdowns up in the second half. Let's find out what goes on in the third quarter. Back out to the stadium and our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thanks. No rest after break for a couple of, I'm sure, weary defensive coordinators trying to figure out how to stop these offenses here in the second half. 3 points, all that separates these two sides as half number 2 kicks off. This one fielded at the 15. Meanwhile, a good return here, and they will take over at the 32-yard line.
You can almost hear the conversations on the sideline. So they spend the halftime talking about, we can't let up. We've got to come back and extend our lead here to start the second half. And they come out and get a huge boost with a terrific kickoff return.
The Cowboys offense and their running back, Jaden Blue, heading back out there. They've got the lead, and they'll set forth trying to build on it. They're going to do that with excellent field position. On first down, here's Blue. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that might have even lost a yard there.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
They'll try to set up the screen here. And it'll be taken down after a gain of 9, and third down. Coming up.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll try to run for it with Williams. And he will have a Cowboys first down by about a yard. They're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
And I think if they didn't get it there, even with the lead, I think that coach is telling them, hey, this is 4 down territory. But that's all for naught now, because after that good blocking up front, he picks up a fresh set of downs.
And a strong first down run, a pickup of 9. Setting up 2nd and short. Now after the play, it looks like we have an injured Jet on the field. Something you do not want to see here in the final week of the season, as he will get himself checked out.
On the jump.
Now it's 2nd and 1. They'll go again here with Williams. And the Cowboys are going to be set up 1st and goal. Couldn't reach Plain, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
What a great run down here inside the red zone, Mike. It's so important that you still can run the ball. Great job here by the back. I thought for a minute he was going to score. He gets it all the way down inside the 1, and I wouldn't be surprised if they let him finish this drive off.
From the 1-yard line, 1st down and goal.
Let's go.
With the fullback trying to power it home. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Dallas. His 2nd rushing touchdown of the year. They're out there to block most of the time, but Greg, great reward for the fullback to carry it in for the touchdown.
Not every team in the league even carries a fullback, but man, if you have one on your roster, Mike, not many better places to use him than down here on the goal line.
Now, the extra point. He's got it. The Cowboys will extend this 3rd quarter lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Jets offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. It started with 1st and 10. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes. Quinn Williams in there for the sack. It's a loss of 4 to kick off this drive.
And this quarterback just continues to take a beating throughout the entire game. They have to find a way to keep him upright. Otherwise, I'm not sure if he's going to make it out of this game in one piece.
Jackson now on second down. He'll take a shot. Looking for Rosen. That is brought in. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 33 yards.
10 at the 45-yard line.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this, it just shows how special he can be.
And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. So, from 37, here's second down and 2. Jackson. Quick throw, that's complete on the slant. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Here's first and 10. Here's Lamar. He'll keep it on the zone read. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
A good spot here. Second and a yard. They'll run. It's Murray. And I don't think he got that wrapped up at the line of scrimmage. And now you're looking at third down.
Now the offensive coordinator's got a decision on his hand, Mike. It was 2nd and 1. He decides to go with the conservative run. Gets stopped for no gain. He's in the exact same position now on third down. Does he try to change it up? Or does he just turn around and hand it off again?
And the Jets are going to have what looks to be first and goal. He'll take this down to the 10.
You know, how often do we see, Mike, in these third and short situations, there's so many bodies up near the line of scrimmage, and this back has his head down, hitting it so hard that sometimes he runs into that line, and sometimes he can come out that backside.
That is caught by the tight end, Mason Taylor. Touchdown, New York.
Touchdown, Jets.
Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
Makes the score Cowboys 30, Jets 27.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kicks away. This just makes it to the landing zone. It's taken at the 18. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Cowboys offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Look to hit him with the jet sweep here to begin this drive. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. 16 yards on the game and a quick first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now a toss, left side, it's Williams. 2 nice play calls here to kick off the drive. 15 more on that one.
Play to work, Mike, you have to distort the defensive line at the point of attack. And what that means is the offensive lineman, you need one of them to win their block. Move the defender out of his gap. Because when you do, you can see there is a nice run lane for the back to hit.
And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line. They'll pick up 23 on that one. That's good for a Dallas first down. They'll go with Williams. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on first and second down. The last thing you want is to be in third and pass, and it really throws off what you feel like your strengths are. So now you get down here in the red zone, it's got to be touchdowns. These long, sustained drives on the ground, you kick a field goal, that's a win for the defense.
Here's a third down and 4.
Let's go.
It's another run here for Williams. And he's got nowhere to go. That defensive front controlling the line of scrimmage. It'll bring up 4th down.
Only a yard. It's 4th down.
They'll indeed go. Here's McCord. That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on 4th and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down. The Jets offense. And Lamar Jackson getting set to take over once more. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end, trying to come up with a way to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go. And he's turned a number of those into big plays. On the ground, it's Murray. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
2nd and a yard. Now Lamar gonna hang on to it, and he'll get a couple of yards, and that's good enough for the first down.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points. And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
They'll try to throw here with Jackson. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
A bit of a quick hitter here. And what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
3rd and short, Jackson. That's to the tight end, Taylor. He's going to have enough for a first down. He's out of bounds after a gain of 5.
That's good for a Jets first down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
A chance here for Murray. And he is fortunate to get past the line of scrimmage. Call it a yard at most. Trevin Wallace in on the tackle.
2nd and 9.
They put Wilson in motion. So, no shortage of offense in this one as we end the 3rd. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 9. Now it's Jackson. Going up top. That is hard. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20. It's a big play when they needed it the most. And even 50 yards.
both pre-snap and post-snap. This is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
And he'll get about 6 out of that one before being forced out of bounds.
He's out of bounds at the
2nd down and 3.
7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Jackson now. He'll get that to Wilson. And he's into the end zone yet again. Garrett Wilson. Touchdown, Jets. His big game continues. 3 touchdowns in this one, and now 15 for the year. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that 4th quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
Right adds the extra point. And the Jets have taken a 4-point advantage.
Cowboys 30.
So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Short kick taken at the 17. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Cowboys offense and their running back, Jalen Blue, heading back out there. And it's hard to believe you can run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout.
Here we go, set.
They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
So the offense trots out the old jumbo package. So they bring out 3 tight ends, big bodies. But the defense kind of sees it coming. They've got to change it up. You can't be so predictable. Big bodies run, small bodies pass. And I think that's a little bit of what's going on here.
On 2nd down, it's McCord. He'll get that to Javonte Williams. And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
Makes it 3rd and 1.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he's got nowhere to go. That defensive front controls the line of scrimmage. It'll bring up 4th down.
This is one of those down and distances where the offense really could either run or pass, but give credit to the defense. They sold out to stop the run, and boy, were they right. They take them down for a loss.
They'll go for it. It's Williams. And that's not going to work. The defense comes up with a 4th down, 4th quarter stand, and forces a turnover on downs. The Jets offense. And Lamar Jackson getting set to take over once more. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. It's a zone read, and Jackson's going to keep it. And he'll hit the deck here. Remember, that mark comes at the start of the slide for only a gain of about a yard.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
2nd down. Jackson. He'll take off again. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. A great job of knowing when to go. He gets 17 yards on that run and a 1st down.
At the 27-yard line.
They'll go with the counter on 1st down. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
They'll send Flowers in motion. Here's Jackson. He'll throw it left and has his running back. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up a third down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
To throw is Jackson. That is caught at the 3. And he will score again. Garrett Wilson. Touchdown, Jets. Make it 4 touchdowns for him on the afternoon. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Right, adds the extra point. And the Jets will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This barely gets to the landing zone, fielded at the 19. They're going to be set up with a short field. What a tremendous kick return. So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. They can get back into this quickly now. Very short field ahead. It is 1st and 10. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
He was taken
Down late. Try to get to the line quickly.
It's a gain of 7.
Here's a handoff to Williams. He'll be taken down, but just like that, they are in business. It's 1st and goal.
Sometimes all it takes is that one key block to spring this back. He's just so good in open space. And, man, that was a heck of a run, and it sets up 1st and goal.
They'll run. It's Williams. Down to the 4. It'll be 2nd and goal.
He was brought down at the 4-yard line.
The offense in hurry-up mode, pushing the pace. Throwing on 2nd down, it's McCoy. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Operating from the gun is McCoy. It is brought in the end zone. Touchdown, Cowboys. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
So the Cowboys set to go for 2.
The Cowboys will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Off the bootleg, it's McCoy. That's caught. So they get the 2-point conversion. All of a sudden, an 11-point deficit down to just a field goal here in the 4th. They've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. And he's got it at the 1. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line. So now the Jets offense ready to take over once more. They'll begin with 1st and 10. They'll send Flowers in motion. Quick throw, taken in, and they'll get about half of what they needed to pick up a 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 23-yard line.
Off the play fake, Jackson looking into the middle. There's Flowers. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. And now the defense is going to take their first time out. Remember, they get an extra one built in with a 2-minute warning coming up momentarily.
Hey, middle.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. A handoff as they try to run it here. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
So these situations, Mike, are always very tricky for a play caller. Of course you want to keep the clock moving. You're just trying to run the game out and maintain this lead, but you also don't want to become overly predictable. So with the defense just selling out to stop the run, I think they have to mix in a few high completion percentage passes to just at least keep them off balance.
They'll drop to throw, and the rush gets there. Down he goes. You'll see a timeout used by the defense, stopping it right out of the break. 1:57 to go in the game. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down.
I understand it's 3rd down and the quarterback's trying to make a play, Mike, but if you're going to make a dangerous throw on 3rd down and you're going to force the ball into tight coverage, at least do it past the sticks. Try to pick up that 1st down and maintain possession. He tries to thread the needle. Ball falls incomplete. Now brings up 4th down.
The Cowboys offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's McCoy. That's out wide to Williams. And mark him down up beyond the 30. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a 1st down.
That's good for the Cowboys. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
All right, this is a good start. Plays like these are definitely going to help as you work your way into scoring range. While you have to be wary of the clock and keep an eye on it, they should have plenty of time here to finish this drive.
Got a man over the middle. It's Pickens. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
15 yards. That's another Cowboys 1st down.
On the ground, Williams. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Now after the play, it looks like we have an injured Jet on the field. Something you do not want to see here in the final week of the season, as he will get himself checked out. Second and 6 coming up. Out of the gun, here's McCoy. Got a man Coming across the field, he's got it. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. They get 19 on that pass play. First down, Cowboys. Here's Williams. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. And it's 1st and 10. Here's a screen set up to Williams.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Looking for his tight end there, but led him too far. It's an incompletion.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
Now, a big 3rd down. Operating from the gun is McCord. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by Darian Porter.
All right, Mike, file this play away. If they're able to hold on and pull this game out, we're going to look back on this as the pivotal moment of this game. Oftentimes, it takes that one big moment to sway the outcome of a game, and no bigger play than a pick deep inside your own red zone.